My prediction for the pairs discipline at the 2022 World Figure Skating Championship. Pairs to me is open, the most open of the four discipline, because both of the powerhouses that literally have dominated pairs probably for the past 6 years or so, 5 to 6 years or so, are gone. China is not sending a team, which mean Sui and Hong won't be there, which mean Peng and Zheng won't be there. And then, of course, the entire Russian team has been banned, which means both of the Tamara Masvina's team won't be there, nor will Terasova and Morozov be there, which literally means any pair team that comes to France and delivers has a chance to win a world title. And to me, that is so exciting because for so long we've known that the world title would either go to a Russian team or a Chinese team. And now, for the first time, we don't know who the winner will be. It's anyone's title for the taking. Now, based on what's happened so far this season, I think it's going to come down between the Japanese team and the US teams as to who's going to come out on top. But for consistency, for me, and for overall element, overall package, I'm going to put in first Riku Miura and Ryuichi Kihara. For me, this young Japanese team just has everything. And if they do not succumb to the pressure, I can honestly see them working away with the title. And that would just be a great thing, not only for them, but for Japanese skating. I mean, the two individual disciplines of men and ladies are very popular in Japan. However, ice dance and pairs, not so much. And if Riku and Ryuichi can walk away with with a world's title, I feel like that would do a lot for Japanese pair skating. In second place with the silver, I have Alexa Canarum and Brandon Frazier. Of the two US pairs, they have the better elements, especially their twist and their throws. And I feel like internationally, the judges also scored them better. So I could definitely see them walking away with the silver. Coming in third for the bronze, and probably very closely, will be Ashley Kane Gribble and Timothy LeDuc. Again, this US team has been really steady, really stable all season. If they can manage to duplicate what they did at Nationals, they might even end up with the bronze or even the gold. Like these three top team, anyone could be gold to bronze. It could flip. So all three of these top team have a good chance at winning this title. But for now, I have Riku Ryuichi in first, Alexa Brendan in second, and Ashley and Timothy in third. Coming in fourth place, I'm going to go off the Ram and pick a team that doesn't seem like it should be there, and that's the young Georgian team of Karina Safina and Luka Barilova. I really like this team. I know, they trained in Russia, so I wasn't sure if they would be able to come, but I really like this team. They have all of their elements down. They're a very young team. They're a very hungry team. They're a very aggressive attacking team. I feel like if they skate up to what they're capable of, and if the judges fairly score them, I could see them in fourth place just off the podium. In fifth place, I have the first of the two Canadian team. I have Vanessa James and Eric Radford. Of the two Canadian teams that are going, they have the better elements. They're also scored better internationally. So I do see them being number five. They might do a little better. Let's say if the American teams falter, if they fall apart, Vanessa and Eric could sneak in there and be in the podium. But if things played out the similarly to what happened at the Olympic, I'm seeing them in fifth place. In sixth place, I'm putting Naverna Fabian Hayes and Nolan Siggy. They've had a really, really rough season. He appears to be injured. and they've struggled. He had COVID while they were at the Olympic, and they barely managed to be able to compete. But I feel like they've had some time to recuperate, to get themselves back together. And a good finish, a sixth place finish at Worlds, would really set them up for next season. In seventh place, I have Miriam Ziegler and Severin Kiefer. They've also had a really up and down season, but I'm hoping they're able to get it together and show a good outing at Worlds. And then wrapping out my top 8 is the second Canadian team of Evelyn Walsh and Trent Machard. Again, very difficult season for them. Not being able to go to the Olympic was very devastating for them. But then they came at Four Continent. They had a good showing, and I'm hoping they repeat their performance at Four Continent. But still, I have them 8th only because they've had a really, really rough season, and they really haven't had the score to show that they could do any higher. So this is how I'm seeing, the pairs playing out. The pairs title, the world title, is either going to be the Japanese team or one of the American team, or whoever win. It's going to be very, very close. I can see all of these teams being very, very close. But you guys let me know, what did you think of my prediction? Who do you think is going to win Worlds now that both the Russians and the Chinese are out? Which team are you putting your bet on? Let me know in the comments below.